welcome. Hello, it's Elise, and this is Kiss My Pony TV from Pony Friday. We're all about behaving boldly and trying to answer questions that we don't have the answers to. It's discussions on topics that make us squirm. Thanks for joining me. Hi everybody, it's Elise from the Pony Friday headquarters, bringing you the pilot episode of Kiss My Pony TV. I'm super excited. Kiss My Pony TV has been on my mind for I think 6 months, and I felt like 2022 was a good time to get things rolling. So the whole intent of this is to just show up and practice showing up, which is, sometimes harder said than done. Harder said than done. No. See, it's hard to show up because then we mix up our words. Easier said than done, harder to do than to say. It's fascinating how our anxiety kind of like ebbs and flows like the weather. It can come in quickly, it can come in slowly, it takes a while to dissipate. And when we have a blue sky day, it's great, we can seize the moment, we have no anxiety, but generally we're somewhere in between, no anxiety and super high anxiety. So, if you have a 0 out of 10 anxiety day, that's great. But if you're at a 30 out of 10, that can be pretty hard to overcome to accomplish showing up to do a video or something else that you're wanting to do. So that's one thing that I've been struggling with in the last couple of years, and probably my whole life, but definitely more so since the pandemic rolled in, or at least I'm blaming the pandemic for my spike in anxiety. So that's where I'm at, and I just wanted to put this out there and talk a little bit about my own anxiety. I went to the dentist today just to get my teeth cleaned, and I have a favorite hygienist, and I told the receptionist at the dentist that, if Jen's not available, just reschedule me, because I don't like an unknown hygienist, because I've had negative experiences. One time, the person cleaning my teeth noticed my lips were a bit chapped and offered to put Vaseline on them. And honestly, having someone else put Vaseline on your lips just sounded really gross, so I said no, and then they did it anyway, which I thought was horrific and not something that I'd like to be repeated. It probably would have been different had they just gone and done it. I would have been upset for sure, but not as upset as I was when they asked permission and I said no very clearly, and they went ahead and did it anyway. And you're very vulnerable. You're kind of stuck in that chair. You're leaned back. You got the glasses on, the bib to keep all of the debris from flying out of your mouth, going everywhere. And yeah, I felt very violated in that moment, and it wasn't fun. So I'm very, very specific about that experience, and I don't have anxiety anymore. Okay, maybe a tiny bit. I have sensitive teeth, so I'm always a little bit concerned that I'm going to have a little bit of a jarring reaction because my teeth are sensitive. But as far as who is cleaning my teeth, I solved that by focusing on what I could control. And that, I think, is a huge aspect of my own anxiety, of just, what can you control? If you sliced it up, can you control any part of it to make it better? Years ago, I had someone named Teresa cleaning my teeth, and that was great. I liked her a lot. And then she went on mat leave, and I ended up with somebody else, and I said, no, nobody but Teresa. And so they hooked me up with Teresa, but apparently there are 2 Teresas, and I got a different Teresa. So that's why I am tight with Jen. Hopefully she doesn't move or retire anytime soon. She's fairly young, so I think I'm safe. But that is how I have tackled going to the dentist, and that's just the hygienist. And tackling not having to have fillings, which is massively anxiety ridden for me, is cleaning my teeth like a soldier, like a soldier. I floss and brush and have an electric toothbrush, do the full 2 minutes. I floss every night and make sure that my teeth are as well cared for as they possibly can be, so that I mitigate cavities. Cavities are no fun, because seeing the dentist and having to have a filling is no fun. Having to get a needle in my mouth so that they can freeze it, which never gets frozen enough, also terrible. I'm feeding my dogs Chex. I don't recommend this. They're filled with sugar, but this is dog bribes currently at my house. Cut up apples are also good. I find that my dogs respond well to Chex cereal and cut up apples. This is not an advertisement for Chex cereal. And in fact, it's poor because this is like the end of the box. They're all broken. They're not perfectly shaped. But I have a lot of anxiety about dog management during videos. Anxiety about dog management during meetings. I had a first meeting with a new client in the fall, and I did everything I possibly could have. I walked the dogs before the meeting to make sure that they were on their best behavior. I had treats, and still there were weird noises in the house, and I don't know, somebody rang the doorbell. It was just chaotic. They were barking, and I controlled everything that was within my ability. And beyond that, you just have to let it go. You have to just think, well, maybe the universe decided that client interaction was meant to go bad so that I didn't get the job. And I don't think that I'm completely out of the off the list with that client, because I have actually a longer relationship with the person that put me in touch with that opportunity. So I don't think I'm completely out of the running, as they say. But I could have had a lot of, I don't know if remorse is the right word, but a lot of rumination over how poorly that went, and be really frustrated with my dogs or my ability to control my dogs, and wonder for hours and days and weeks and months on end if I could have done something differently and how to control that in the future. And you just have to let it go. Let it go. It's, 2022, just like dust 2021, 2020 off of you, and try to start fresh. I mean, I'm taking the advice of everyone on the internet and not trying to achieve greatness this year, just trying to keep a steady pace of achieving my goals, chipping away at them, but not thinking that this is the year that I'm going to change my life. But I also think that the baby step approach is how we change our lives. And when we take a little small, tiny micro step that's just like 1 degree better than doing nothing at all, that's how big goals are achieved anyhow, because it's sustainable. And that's my plan, is to just continue to chip away at it, because Pony Friday turns 10 in July, which is crazy. And getting here was just chipping away one thing at a time. So, pilot episode of Kiss My Pony TV. No theme. Well, anxiety was a theme, but that was just because I felt anxious about this project. So here is me facing my fears, facing the anxiety demon, and saying, you can show up with me, anxiety. You can show up with me, fear. Let's do it together. And yeah, so Kiss My Pony TV. Boom. First episode, pilot. And the whole point of this is to just have rants by myself, show up and have some rants. And if you want a two-way conversation, Kiss My Pony app, Kiss My Pony community, that is the place to be. It's desktop and on Apple and Android. If you want to join us on Mondays, we have Mindset Monday, and Thursdays for people in Pony Power, which is for creative entrepreneurs. We have Hot Seat, where we all help each other brainstorm our latest entrepreneurial cracks. So I hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.